I'm Jason Gilbo, JGilbo11, taking a look at some bullpen situations. It's July 16th, and looking at a lot of stuff that kind of happened over the break or break before. Had some trade issues. You had Craig Kimbrell go down, who we'll talk about right now. He's out 4 to 6 weeks, and Koji Uehara is going to be a guy who fills in. He's a guy who's been familiar with this role before. Not quite the same success, ERA up in the fours, but still a 35% strikeout rate, which you got to love there. So Uehara is going to be a guy to get out and go grab if you haven't already, but most likely he's probably off the table unless really just doesn't, pay attention. Outside of that, I mean, they made a move for Brad Ziegler, who's going to be a setup guy there. And that looks like Tyler Clippard's going to be the guy, according to Chip Hale, who gave us a probably, because no one can give you straight answers in the bullpen these days. So taking a look there at Clippard, solid 30% strikeout rate this year, 3.66 FIP. Much like Uehara, these are the top two guys to go out and grab if they're out there, so definitely do so. Wade Davis reinstated from the DL, as is Kevin Seacrest, and Davis 1.23 ERA, 19 saves this year. Kelvin Herrera is going to go back to his usual role there in the bullpen. So Davis continuing his lights out season, going to give you that as long as he's healthy for the rest of the way. See no issues there, so get him back into your lineups. Sung Oh has been a guy who's not just 2 saves since the Rosenthal era there, where he was ousted out of the bullpen and ousted out as a closer role. Strong 11.8 K through 9 this year, 1.73 FIP. Definitely like him. Seacrest might snag a save or two every now and then, but it looks like O's the guy and the guy you should continue to own there. The bullpen in Oakland has been an absolute mess. I mean, Doolittle went down with a shoulder injury. He began to play catch this week, but obviously this is something that's still a timetable away. You're looking, roughly another few weeks, in my opinion. Ryan Dahl stepped into the setup role, and I think if Ryan Madison continues to struggle, I mean, Dahl could easily step in. He's been a better arm this year. Looking at the Houston series before the break, Madison pitched quite a bit. Got 2 saves in the first games, but did allow 4 runs over the last 2. He's only just averaging. He has an average 7.2 K through 9, 4.35 FIP. Dahl, on the other hand, 27.1% strikeout rate, 1.94 ERA. So that could be a situation where you do have some issues. With Madsen. I know he's racking up some saves, but he hasn't really been a consistent guy. So as far as the team goes, they might be looking to move there fairly shortly. So. That's going to wrap things up here with the Bullpen Report. Quick and easy this week. A lot to talk about as far as guys that just kind of go out and immediately grab. As for the upcoming next few weeks, I mean, with the trade deadline approaching, you might see some guys on the move. So definitely keep an eye on that. Check out fantasybaseballcafe.com for all our great content.